What was pleasing, I actually just mentioned to the players that, coming back from Brisbane, it was a really physical game last week, and a lot of the players alluded to that. And to then be able to, come back, a short break. It was we'd gone from 7 days to then a short break with 6 days. We had a little bit of an unfortunate week with a couple of players. Gaddy's, was her ankle was worse than we first thought, so she had to have surgery, and then obviously with Nicole Bresnahan doing her knee at training, so it had been a little bit of an emotional week. So I thought the players would be able to get themselves up, but I just wasn't fully, wasn't too all over it, but they did a terrific job. They really did. Right from the word go, I think we got the game looking, like a North Melbourne game, and then they performed really well right throughout.
Bella, it looks like a midfield masterclass. What did it look like from where you guys were in the forward line?
I think every week, we just have so many players all across the whole field. Obviously our midfield is much talked about, and we have some superstars in there. We can just rely on them. We're so lucky. They're so reliable every single week. We know what they're going to bring. But it starts, for us, it's just really about the whole team. We don't rely on our midfielders. Our backline and our system down there is so solid. Our backs are awesome. And then down there with me in the forward line as well, we've got some great mix of talls and smalls, and everyone's so dangerous. I think we're just able to wear opponents quite thin. But, yeah, we play system-based, so you just got to turn up and play your role every week, and that's all that's required. And I think that's what gets the job done at the end of the day.
Crocker, I wanted to ask you about Amy Smith and Tess Craven. It's sort of unsung, but Amy in particular looks like she's in her best form.
Yeah, she absolutely is. We within our four walls, we love Amy with the way she goes about her football. From the time that she came in, which was our first seasons as well, our first and only sort of father-daughter. Worked on her game. We love her because she just plays her role. To Bella's point, just understands her role, plays her role within our system so well, and it's a player that we can really rely on. As you said, she's actually in career best form. And Tess Craven's another one who's, really, she's really stepped up. Her best and her worst. That gap has tightened up so much. He's really brought the bottom up and is having a really strong season as well.
The SuperClash today, what does it mean to you to be able to coach in this game and also to get to play in this game as well?
To be able to coach in the game, I see it as a real privilege. I spoke to the players before the game that we are in an unbelievably lucky position to be able to be of health of mind and body, to be able to come out and play a game that we love playing, and to be able to put on a performance like that. And to obviously we do that to try to bring awareness to little sick kiddies in hospital and their families who are doing it tough. So yeah, I feel absolutely privileged to be able to coach a team on this SuperClash day.
Yeah, I echo what Croc said. It's a privilege to play in this game, especially for me, obviously having that connection. Like, I wouldn't be able to play Alpha W without the Royal Children's Hospital, so it's not lost on me how important this is. And the girls actually speaking about it when the banner was happening, just how special it is to see the kids and see the smile on their faces. Just such a simple thing, having them run out like that, but it can literally just mean the world to them. So love interacting with them, and to play for them, it's really special and so great to use our platform to raise that awareness for the kids in the hospital. So yeah, I think we would have done the North fans proud today.
Yeah.
Do you have an updated timeline on Taylor Gatt?
She had to have that tightrope surgery for the syndesmosis. They talk. Some players can get back in 5 weeks. I think Nicole Bresnahan got back in 5 weeks when she had it a couple of seasons ago. But we won't be rushing her. It's probably more likely around the 6 to 7 week mark. But it's just going to be a matter of how she responds and how she can get through a rehab. Knowing Gaddy, she's a real pro and very driven, so she'll be doing everything she possibly can to get back as quickly as she can.
And Vicky just didn't get up today?
No, just didn't get up. So just that arm. She got a really bad contusion on her arm that just wouldn't go away. And just to her credit, she just said, "Look, Croc, I don't think I'll be able to be at my best for the team and be able to play the way that obviously we know that Vicky plays." And so yeah, that's why we brought in Amy Gavin Mangan.
It must be good luxury to have Emma King in the emergency list. What's the thinking behind that selection one? Because There's 17 other clubs who'd love to have King in their lineup.
Yeah, look, and it's really difficult for Kingy. I understand that it could be a story every week whether we pick her or whether we don't pick her. Unfortunately for Kingy at the moment, the team's just performing really well. Players within the team who play similar roles are performing well, and it's just she's just going to have to just keep working and trying to knock the door down to get into the team, which she's trying to do everything she can. She's back. She's obviously building her fitness up after interrupted pre-season, so that was the first thing. And now it's just making sure that we want to set her up for success rather than failure. So when she comes back in, we want to make sure that she comes in and doesn't go back out.
Such a comprehensive win today across most major metrics. What are you really honing in on moving through the next few weeks and then heading towards the finals again?
Well, we don't look any further than 1 week, and I hate sort of, because what a cliche, a week at a time. But so it doesn't matter about the next few weeks. For us, it's pretty simple, recipe. We just look at our identity, look at how we perform towards that identity, areas that we needed to work on. We identified a few areas after last week's game that we weren't overly happy with, and those parts of our game actually were really good today. So they're an unbelievably coachable group, because generally when we talk about something, or we talk about something as coaches, they go away and they can implement and execute really well in that space.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
guys.